Hey y'all, welcome back. This is Jenny. I know it's been a little bit since I've been on here, but it's time to jump back in. So forgive me if I'm a little shaky because, yeah, it's been a while. So I'm here with my flip through of this go around's collection from Cheaply Chic. So if you're new, every 6 to 8 weeks, she releases a traveler size notebook it's usually themed, per that season or whatever, but it's really just whatever's on her heart, to create at that time. So like this obviously was an ocean themed and our water lake. So she makes the journal and you get an empty journal, and then you get a kit of fun items pertaining to that theme that you can decorate your journal with. So I will link the other design team members below. I will link Lynette's link below, the Facebook group, and her Instagram, as well as my Instagram. I'm trying to be more active on the Facebook group and Instagram. I'm horrible, y'all, at social media, but trying to make it a habit to just post the things. So I've even been thinking about just posting my mess, like my craft room. It's still not finished, but are y'all interested in just seeing the mess behind the, creating? Because I like seeing videos like that, but so anyway, so getting into this, y'all, I didn't do anything in the last one. I had a grandbaby born and lives here with me, so yeah, I've had a new baby around for a while, so I just didn't really create in the other one, but this one has been so much fun. I quit making like all the excuses and just, I was just so overwhelmed with like what even to do anymore. Like my creative mind was just blocked. Like I legit get how authors have writer's block because I just didn't even know what to do anymore, but I dove in this. It has been so much fun. There's a scripture reading that Lynette and her mom released and put in it's free. It's a printable from the Facebook group. So if you enjoy that, you can, just read the word every day and create in the journal with that. So all that being said, this one is sold out. They usually sell out pretty quickly, but she will have a release tomorrow, Friday, September the 2nd, I think. 3rd September, I don't know. I think it's the 2nd. So, yeah, it's a sunflower and bee themed. I believe that the verses in it are pertaining to I'm not sure because, you just have to go check her out today to see all that. But these verses were pertaining to the seas, and then there was another list of scripture reading every day that pertains to peace. So, getting into this one, I had so much fun that I just created all the things. A lot of them didn't fit in here, so I just put some things in this envelope, and I'll just show y'all what I'm doing with mine. So like I got this little devotional from By the Well for God last year or the year before. I never did it, but I really wanted to decorate this book so that I could go through this just, as I want to. So, obviously it's, the same kind of stuff, but I put it in one of these Dollar Tree little containers, just anything that I thought I would use, threw them in this bin. And then I have another little bin just of little things that were left that I didn't use, or maybe that I would want to use. So like, I'm just going to set all this stuff to the side, and then if I want to work in this, I can just pull those things out and actually sit down outside my craft room and do it. So, let me show you the fun things I made to go in here. So in the kit, there's always, like book pages and papers. I mean, just all the fun things. So I saw a video from Ruby and Pearl last week or the week before, I can't remember now, but yeah, she was making these little envelopes, and I thought they were so much fun, and I was like, yes, I'm going to use the things. We had an envelope that came with the collection, but I just used a smaller one, and then I used other pieces to fill up the little empty spaces. So I used an old Bible that's just falling apart that I like to use. Yeah, let me show y'all. So this little card was in the collection. These little bits. Again, I just quit overthinking, like, what do I do with this? And just create it, you know? So, let's see. These little bits of fibers, that's the word, were in there. This little bag. Now these little things came from that little devotional. Here's the claim check, the little hearts. So I pulled out my old paper ink. I don't see it beside me, but it's the Distress Outside by Tim Holtz, called Old Paper. So what I did for the bright white things is I just, you know, just put it over the top, and it just toned them down so well. This collection really was fun. It was a lot of fun. It was very relaxing, I guess you could say. Okay, so there was a time card, weekly time record little book in there. There was another little charm, but I pulled out a little sea turtle charm I had. Again, used the fibers. I used the book pages that were in the collection. I just covered the back. The stamp, I love this stamp. So let's see, y'all, I'm kind of having a hard time remembering what I did. There's a little tag. The paper that was in the collection. Just stitched this piece of coffee dye paper on here. This was really fun. So I just left a lot of the things blank too, like inside, so that I can truly go and try to write on them as I'm, you know, going through that little study. Okay, so getting into the journal itself. So she's been including little pieces of, you know, metals and things to make embellishments of different kinds. So these pieces were included. So there was a big fat piece of rope, and I was like, Lynette, what are we supposed to do with this rope? Y'all, excuse my nails. So I'm so sorry. I've been sick, and I sound horrible. I look horrible. But I'm here. So anyways, I unwound the rope, and I just brushed it out. It's still rolling back up, but yeah, so she used a diamond drill bit for her seashells. That was so much fun. I would love to order one of those, but for now, I just hot glued my shells. I used a piece of that antique fishing net. I decoupaged some of the napkin in there because it was just kind of too white. And then I just stuck a little pearl. Obviously, I know this isn't an oyster, but, you know, I stuck the pearl. So, I have this little bottle here. I should have, you know, I thought it later, I should have put some mustard seeds in there. How fun would that have been? But I just rolled up a little Bible verse. I wrote, you know, a prayer on there. I know the Lord hears it anyway when I pray it, but I put it in the bottle, what I'm believing for. And so, yeah, that just clips on the top here. So, again, I haven't filmed in so long, so if y'all hear the people, my son and his wife and my grandchild live here, so they may just barge up here. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna go with this. So, getting into the book, There's always a library pocket. I just decoupaged this napkin over that. I'm not a fan of Mod Podge if you know me, but I did it. Well, actually, I used the, let's see, it's a matte gel medium. That's what I used. And it's not as sticky. I really like that. But so I have a little bitty die cutter. So like I don't have a big one, but my mom and sister, people do, I can have access to. So I just have a little bitty one. And so I found this little bitty clearance from Tuesday morning little die set that was, it was just little sea life. So I die cut them on watercolor paper and then just watercolored them. And I'm horrible at watercoloring, but I did it anyway. It was so much fun. So yeah, I just used those little bits throughout here. But there's a little crab, and this tag was in the collection. Some more of the pieces of the rope, the old fishing net. So, I'd already written a Bible verse on the library card. But see how I aged the front of that and the back's white? Like, I love that old paper. Lynette talks about it, that she sent me my ink, but I just now really gotten it out. So here's another tag. Some more of the fibers with the just glued a shell, some shells. So I just used some more of the Bible pages, the playing card, some cheesecloth I had dyed. So yeah, that was fun. So again, I left a lot of things blank so I can go back and write. This was, I halved this bag, stamped, did one of the little washi stickers she put in the collection. This was in the kit as well as these pieces, except for the little starfish. So I just put some paper on the back of that. I also put little pieces of that devotional kit in here so that I will know they're here. I won't have any excuses if I'm just sitting in the living room bored. You know, I can pick it up and just write. I had already written on the back of that. So this was so much fun. This was the other part of the bag. And I covered it with some of the book page. I stamped this Let Faith Arise. And I had this stencil from that devotional kit also. This was so much fun. It's like a giant wave. And I did it with the, with the drywall spackle. And so then I took a blending brush and just brushed over with some blue to give it a little dimension. That was so pretty. This, I've said it a million times, but this collection was so much fun, y'all. So I meant to do a little stamp in there, but I didn't. So, or maybe I just left it. Maybe this was the day I was like, I'm going to leave some things blank, So just put some old map paper over this tag, layered up some bits, the ticket that was in there. This was a bag that I just quickly coffee dyed. Y'all, okay, so you probably know by now I'm friends with Lynette. I've always watched her and, done the things, probably seen her videos a million times, but I've just never done the little, she has a quick dyeing coffee bag tutorial so you don't have to sit and wait, you just do it right then during your project. I finally really watched that the other day and did it, and y'all, like, a video just doesn't capture the crunch, that this glassine paper. I loved doing this. It was so much fun, just spraying a little coffee, sticking it in the oven, and just right then, a 2 or 3 for your project, instead of, being like, I'm gonna have to wait, so much fun. But so I left this little tag blank that these came with the By the Well for God devotional, as well as these. I just stuck them in here again so I can use them, depending on what I'm doing that day. I just stitched on this piece of coffee dye paper, made a little pocket, put some more of the things down in there. This piece of book page was in the, no, it was not. This was a French piece of book paper. I was like, that's so cute. I'm going to use it. This tag was in the kit. I covered up the Hello Summer because, while I love the ocean all year, obviously it's not summertime now. I'm sorry. I'm in Alabama. It is summertime. But, we're going towards fall when I'm working in this. So I just did some stamping here. This book page was in here, so I just glued it down, made a pocket. This paper was in the collection. I tried to use these little bits that she includes, some more of the fibers. This Dollar Tree burlap was super fun in this collection. So this was one of the vintage library catalog cards. Again, I quit overthinking, like, how am I going to use that? I just used the thing. So this was a piece of the book page. I tore it, layered up the, when in doubt, like, learned years ago from Jessica at Paper Tears, layer the things, just layer all the things and they're going to be super cute. So I put a little piece of, I guess it's tissue paper over that, and just I crinkled it back, to make it look old, and just did some stamping there. So I stitched y'all can't talk. So this piece of paper was in the collection. This image was just from a book I had, so I glued it on and then stamped a Bible verse on the tag. Y'all forgive me if there are shadows and stuff. I'm working on that. I have a new phone. I have new lights. I'm trying to figure out all the things, but I think I'm gonna have to get my kids to come show me how to get the shadow away. So here's a little seahorse from that die set. These are papers included in the collection. I just stitched them and glued them down. Here's a little coin envelope, and I stuck some more things I would want to use in here. Just used a sticker, layered up some tissue paper. This is a pocket. Some little dolphins. So this was a big card, may have been like 5x7, maybe 3.5x5 card that was in there. I cut it down and I just cut it to where, you could do, obviously no one's going to go and read my journals, but if they do, you could put something back there and maybe kind of like a hidden journaling spot. So obviously I was enjoying this stamp. I've been working on prayer journal. Well, I really enjoy making prayer journals. So I'm always wanting more Bible verse stamps and stuff. So when Hobby Lobby had their wooden block stamps on sale a couple weeks ago, I was like, as my husband, I was like, well, you go to Hobby Lobby with me. I just want to spend like $20. So I looked online which stamps I thought I wanted, because he starts getting like anxiety if I'm in there for more than 15 minutes. I'm kind of kidding. So I looked online to see what I wanted. I needed some glue, so I just picked out like 4 of the stamps on sale. They were like $3, and and then was out of the store. And then I just made a mental note of maybe a few more that I would like. So this was one of them. This is the letter that Lynette sends each time. So I love reading these, what's on her heart, what the Lord's put on her heart. And y'all, I felt a little rebellious actually doing something with this, but I inked the edges and I used that stencil again. I was like, you know what, I can do whatever I want with that letter. So, I never touch it because I feel like it's, it's her letter, but obviously she doesn't care. So this is some old wallpaper I had, and I just made a pocket. Just made this. Oh, so this was some type of boating chart, something. So I just distressed the front of that, used one of the stickers, the half of the dolly, the whole dolly that was in the collection, the little star that was in there, put some Bible pages on the back. So there's that one. So then this was so much fun. So this was the guest check. So you know what, I lied. There was a guest check this color, but this one I had coffee dyed. So I just used one of these little stamped images. Lynette had sent me this a while back. She had done the last beach collection she released, had this little girl on it. I love her. So I ordered that stamp set that year. It is so pretty. So this is what it looks like. I've had some of you asking. You can find it on eBay if you look. Usually they're brand new, and when you get them, you know what? I don't know what I was going to say about that. I'm sorry, my son came up here and distracted me. You can find it on eBay. So I had a new friend I made on Instagram, and she had ordered. You know what? I can't. You know, I'm assuming her name is Jen too by the name of her Instagram, but. Hey Jen, you know. So she actually found that and ordered it, and she was super excited because it was, you know, they were not used. But I'm sorry y'all, my family's distracting me. So yeah, just be careful, because I know she had ordered and she paid like $30 for one stamp, but then luckily she canceled it because she found the whole set for like $25. So just be careful, you know, people are out there jacking up the prices. But okay, so I put this little girl here. I layered up cheesecloth, stamped one of those little Bible verses. I glued the rope here, and so like I just didn't know what to do with these rope pieces, but I saw Lydia at Raindrop Lila. Y'all heard me talk about her love her printables, but she had showed a journal she made. She just put the rope like that across the front. I was like, oh my goodness. So that's what inspired me to make this guest check. So much fun to alter the guest check. I'm sorry. So this little tag was in the collection too. So here's another one of the blue bags, and I just did a little decoupage in here and did all the things here. So I just stamped this tag, put the little charm that was included here. Did another little stamping here. Here is the bookmark here. I'm out of ink. I usually put the scriptures here, but I've got to get some ink for my printer. Here's the little girls. Those stamps so pretty. And that is the end. So again, I'll put all the links below. Make sure you check out Lynette's channel to see her release of sunflower and bees for tomorrow. It's going to be so much fun. Thank you, Lynette, for allowing me to create for you. And yeah, so y'all have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.